Hello, I'm TrainerJames, and today I am bringing you an Esper deck in Alchemy, best of one. And why am I playing Esper? Well, mostly for this card right here, Diviner of Fates. So, in my opinion, Diviner of Fates is by far the best, not even creature, just best card in Alchemy, because it is Alchemy exclusive. So for white, blue, and black, you get a 2/3. And when Diviner of Fates enters the battlefield, it connives, and whenever you discard one or more cards, seek a card that shares a card type with one of the discarded cards. This ability only triggers once each turn. So basically, it comes down as a 2/3, but it has the potential to be a 3/4 on turn 3. And so other cards that work well with it are Liliana of the Veil, which is brand new to Dominaria United. You plus one-er, each player discards a card. So we play Liliana after playing a Diviner of Fates. We discard, if we discard a land, then we get to seek a land with Diviner of Fates. If we discard a creature, we get to seek another creature. Same with instants. You seek an instant. But, Diviner of Fates also works really well with Calim, Djinn Emperor here. So for 3 blue, you get a 5/6 Djinn Noble, though you almost never cast Calim for 6 mana, because rather Calim's Breath, which for 1 in a blue, you discard Calim and then tap up to 1 target non-land permanent, draw a card. Then you may exile 2 other cards named Calim, Djinn Emperor from your graveyard. When you do, return Calim from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And that's mostly how Calim enters the battlefield, is you pay 1 in a blue, you exile 2 Calims from your graveyard, and then you get to put a Calim onto the battlefield tapped. But then when you the card also reads, when you discard Calim, conjure a card named Calim, Djinn Emperor, into your library, 7th from the top. So you almost always have a Calim, either in your hand or in your library. So Calim does a really good job of replacing himself, even though you're exiling 2 out of the graveyard to put 1 onto the battlefield. Like, you'll almost always have a Calim. And you don't, so he's a legendary creature, which means you don't have to put another Calim onto the battlefield if there are already 2 in the graveyard, because the legendary rule states that, you can only have 1 on the battlefield at a time. So you don't have to do that. But, Calim and Diviner of Fates work really well together. And then, as for everything else in the deck, we have 2 Tasha, Unholy Archmage, because she's a really good Planeswalker from Baldur's Gate, set that released over the summer. And for +1 until your next turn, whenever a creature attacks you or Tasha, Unholy Archmage, put a -1/-1 counter on that creature. So she gets to shrink your opponent's creatures. Then -2, target opponent puts a creature card of their choice from their graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That creature gains Ward 2, and then -6, which she already enters as a 4 loyalty Planeswalker, so you immediately +1 her. She goes up to 5. So 2 turns later, you can ultimate her, and target opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal 3 creature cards. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Then that player puts the rest into their graveyard. We're running 1 Fragment Reality, which is also an Alchemy card. Exile for a single white, exile target non-token artifact, creature, or enchantment. Its controller puts a random creature card with a lesser mana value from their library onto the battlefield tapped. 4 Cut Down, which is a new removal spell from Dominaria United. For a single black, destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. So, a Diviner of Fates has 2 power and 3 toughness, which equals 5, which means a Cut Down can kill a Diviner of Fates that does not have a +1/+1 counter on it. We're running 2 Divine Purge, because Alchemy has a lot of aggro decks in it, especially mono red. Like, mono red aggro is almost everywhere in Alchemy best of one. So to have something to deal with that with Divine Purge is good for the deck. And then we're running 3 Void Rend for white, blue, black. It's an instant, and this spell can't be countered. Destroy target non-land permanent. So another good removal spell. And as for everything else, We're running 4 Tenacious Underdog. Tenacious Underdog is a good creature to discard to Liliana because it has Blitz for 2 black. You pay 2 life, then you can cast it from your graveyard. And then Graveyard Trespasser, another way of gaining small increments of life by exiling creatures out of your opponent's graveyard. And then it's also just a 3/3 on its human side. Has Ward, discard a card. And then on its werewolf side, it becomes a 4/4, and you can exile up to 2 cards from any number of graveyards. We're running 1 Raffine, Scheming Seer. Might be right to put 2 in here, but I'm just running 1, and then 1 Lae'zel Githyanki Warrior. This is probably the best specialized creature that came out of Baldur's Gate. So for 3 and a white, we get a 2/4 Gith Warrior with double strike. It has specialized 1. I won't go into all of its specialized forms, but when you cast the spell, it gains when this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls. You may exile this creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it has like pseudo protection from spot removal. The only real way to kill it is with mass removal, like depopulate, or if you can get like a big enough meat hook massacre or something. And then we are running 1 Serra Paragon, another new card from Dominaria United. For 2 white, we get a 3/4 Angel. Has flying. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains, when this permanent is put into the graveyard from anywhere, exile, and you gain 2 life. So the reason I'm running 1 Serra Paragon is because we can get back a Diviner Fates, because it costs 3 mana. We can get back Liliana, because she costs 3 mana. You can get back a Tenacious Underdog, or a Graveyard Trespasser, a Raffine. So Serra Paragon, I think, will work really well in this deck. And then 1 Herald of Vengeance for 3 white. It's a 4/5 Angel with flying. When Herald of Vengeance enters the battlefield, destroy each permanent you don't control that has the same name as a permanent that dealt damage to you last turn. Again, aggro's all over Alchemy. So if your opponent hits you with, a bunch of creatures, but you manage to survive, then you play Herald of Vengeance, and it basically destroys everything that attacked you, and everything that shares the same card as the thing that attacked you. So let's say your opponent has 2 big spenders, and they attack you with one of them. Then Herald of Vengeance comes down and kills both of them because one of them attacked. So it kills the one that attacked plus all the other ones that are on the battlefield under your opponent's control. And then, yeah, our mana base here, we're running 25 lands. But yeah, let's go ahead and give Esper a try in Alchemy. Best of 1. Let's get to some matches, and I will see you on the battlefield. Cut down, Liliana into Herald. Sure. Removal. Assuming our opponent's not playing like Control or something, we have ways of dealing with creatures. Then we can get to Liliana. Liliana also acts as a removal spell. Okay. Play Raffine's Tower. Opponent possibly on mono red, which is good for cut down. Also good for Herald of Vengeance. Big spender. No. You get 1 damage, okay? But you can't have 2. Okay. So we could potentially cycle Raffine's Tower, which is why I didn't play it there, but maybe I should have, just in case. Ambergris. Okay. Kill that too. Okay, so now we can Liliana.
Something suspicious.
Discard. We can, let's see. Discard Raffine's Tower. They discard a land. Okay, that's fine. Big spender. Do a Kamano.
Now you've got my attention.
Yes. Liliana, thank you.
Oh, I really don't have time for you.
Well.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We can discard that. We can discard their land. Go into a Herald. Get rid of their Kumano. Bases Kakazan. Guess they could have a traumatic prank. Tasha. +1er.
This fight will be relaxing compared to don't try anything cheeky now.
Make the opponent
Can deal. Fine,
sack
I'll
a
take
creature.
myself.
Sacrifices must be made.
Probably sacrifice big spender. No attacks. But they still can't profitably attack into the Herald, because even if they put the counter on this, like, it's still just a 3/3 because of Tasha's +1. Alright, we're gonna +1 again. Play a Diviner of Fates.
I know some sick magic.
No attacks. Next turn, let's see. We could pull Liliana out with a Paragon. What do they have in here? Nothing? Yeah. Right up. Cut down, Herald. But we do have a Forsaken Crossroads. So we could potentially scry for something. So I will keep this, though might be inappropriate to keep it. I'm gonna have to play this on black, though, because the, Shattered Sanctum and Shipwreck Marsh will come into play tap next turn. So, play this on black. Island, no. Put that on the bottom. See what our opponent's playing. Gruul? That's my heart. It's my heart, man. Gruul! Okay. We have 3 cut downs. So, you know, we're pretty much ready. Racketeer boss, okay. Fine. Cut this down. Okay, Tasha. Fine. Hopefully they play something else we can cut down. That way next turn we can play Tasha with an empty board. Or Tasha onto an empty board, rather. Jewel? Okay, well, can't kill a Jewel Thief. Not with cut down. It's still +1 Tasha. Make it only a 2/2. Or we could get a Racketeer boss out of their graveyard.
Let's make this snappy. I'm busy.
Let's do this. Let's just
Give it
+1
your
her.
best shot, adventurers.
Defiler of Vigor. Okay. So, oh yeah, okay. I can appreciate this. Look, if I lose to Gruul, I'm okay with that. Our opponent's just gonna keep going wide. Yep. Very much so. And now they can kill Tasha. Holy crap, Jesus. Man. They had the hand. They had the hand.
You know, dueling used to be fun.
Okay, so we're pretty much dead next turn anyways. Yeah, because our cut downs can't kill any of these now. Alright, let's, doesn't really matter. Graveyard Trespasser. Yep, alright. Tasha, Graveyard Trespasser, Liliana, the opponent gets to go first. Well, if our opponent's on aggro, this is a pretty poor hand, so we're gonna mulligan that. And now we only have one land. Okay. Well, I guess we keep this. Get rid of Herald. Raffine or Graveyard? We'll put a Graveyard back. Raffine's harder to kill because it has Ward 1. Okay, let's play this. Make our opponent think we might have like a cut down or something. Okay, pass turn. Mina. Yeah, let's tap this. We can also our land. We can destroy Lucamina with Void Rend. Also just play out Raffine. What was this name? Human. Okay. Wilson. I like Wilson. Okay, we can discard you. And then let's see, let's pass the turn. See if our opponent wants to specialize Wilson. No, Brutal Cathar, okay. Okay. Go ahead, do this. Get our Raffine back. Liliana, okay. So let's see if we play Tasha. And then -1. Actually, what do they have over here? Brutal Cathar. We could just minus her and then take Lukamina with the Brutal Cathar. Or we could just do Liliana. Actually, yeah, let's just Tasha.
I thought we did too many witch hunters just to lure thanks from the helping hand.
Minskin Boo, okay.
Come on, Boo! We're off on another thrilling adventure. He will never rinse. Because it's too tiny.
You achieved what few have. Victory.
Okay.
Mess with the Boo, you get the teeth.
Mess with the Boo, you get the teeth. Liliana.
A fight?
Pick up
And you
Zac.
think you can win?
I've always been.
Pass turn. Okay. But we can tap down Boo. Lae'zel gets
big.
Githyanki.
Or actually go big, just go big.
No blocks. We can take Liliana. It's fine.
A delay, nothing more.
Another Wilson? Okay. Okay. Let's attack first. Get a land. Get rid of you. Okay. Pass turn. Ambergris. Okay. Well, let's see. Put 3, so that makes it into a 5/5. Alright, let's go ahead and kill it. And then we can tap down Wilson. Pay the ward 2. Go ahead. Get ourselves a Calim. No blocks. One, two, three, four. Let's see. Tenacious Underdog. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Attack the opponent. Let's see, what's the counters here? Right on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be 18. Yeah. Bam! Oh, we get to go first? Okay. I can live with this. We can make this blue, and then we have blue, white, black. Hopefully we can find another land. Okay, yes, that's good. So that gives us land for our Divine Purge. This blue makes it so that we can basically channel Calim. Our opponent's also on blue over here. Okay. Opponent opts to scry, 1 to the bottom. Can these hit lands? Up to 1 target. Non-land. Okay, no, they can't. That'd be busted if they could. Play a Diviner of Fates. Another land. Okay. I don't know if we'll need the Divine Purge, so we'll get rid of it. Liliana, okay. Well, if they make us discard, we just get to, you know, get something back, but they don't.
Off you go.
So let's go ahead and do this. Attack Liliana. Get to draw a card.
Things were supposed to go.
Right on. Shieldred. Okay. Sure. We can also Liliana and make them
Those who get in my
sack.
way tend to regret it. Sacrifices must be made.
Pass a turn. Diviner, okay. Oh, they have their own Calims. Sure. Okay, cut down does not work against, you know, a 3/4 Diviner of Fates. I guess we could just Divine Purge it. While we have nothing... I mean, sure, why not? And then...
You won't be outsmarting
everyone
me.
discards. Pass turn. Gotta find something we can cut down. They might just replay the Diviner, in which case we cut it down. Okay, they play another Diviner. Cut this down. Ladies and gentlemen, my girlfriend. Hello? Oh, all the Diviners. Calim.
I'm tired of your secrets.
See what our opponent discards. That's Tasha. So if they have a Calim here, they can. Well, never mind. They can make us sack
Enough
our diviner
with the
now.
mysteries. I've come with answers. I've always hated.
And then they attack
clowns.
Liliana. Get rid of her.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Okay, so we only have one blue source for mana, so. Let's go ahead. Attack Liliana.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Well, still no blue source. We can tap down their diviner, though. Oh, Lae'zel, okay. Probably gonna specialize it into what version? The black one, so they can get a diviner back from their graveyard. Oh yeah. Okay. Ugh. These Esper decks in Alchemy are just so good. Just really quite incredible. Okay. Tap this diviner. Hey, there's a blue source at least. Okay. Raffine. Wait, diviner. Okay, fine. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, Void Rend. Let's get ourselves another land. Three, 6, 7. Okay, so they can hit us for 9. Another Diviner of Fates. Where are all of our diviners? We've had what? 1? No, 2. 3. Okay, never mind. Well, let's. Actually, you know what? We can take you out. Serra Paragon, okay. Of course, our thing activates again. Resolve. down to 3. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can get Serra Paragon into... I guess we could also just Tasha. -1. And then... what they hit us for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we're at 3. So let's Serra Paragon. Back a Diviner. I guess a Calim just kills us. Oh yeah. And you know they have more in hand. They got another one? Okay. So, those were the matches with our Esper deck in Alchemy Best of 1. I don't play Esper all that much. Like, I'm more of an aggro player myself, which is why I tend to favor Gruul and green decks. But, so yeah. So I did not play this deck to the best of its ability, as you saw in some of the games. But if I were going to change this deck, I think I would make it more about, you know, trying to control the game. So Diviner of Fates, really good. Liliana's really good. Tasha's really good. Calim's really good. Herald of Vengeance, really good. Raffine is great. And then Cut Down works because, you know, you have a lot of aggressive decks in Alchemy, but I don't know if you need 4 copies. Maybe if you went down to 3. And then Divine Purge didn't work all that well. Fragment Reality I would get rid of. You don't need like too many creatures, so get rid of the Trespassers. I'm gonna keep Serra Paragon and the Lae'zel though, and then we can keep some Void Rends as well. But what else could we add to the deck? Well, let's see. First off, let's add a couple more Raffines, because Raffine's really good. And then 1 Paragon, I think we're good with. Tasha. And then, let's see, Liliana. Add 4 of those. I think the deck could use 1 or 2 Wandering Emperor. Wandering Emperor is also a really good Planeswalker that wasn't in the deck. So, I would add at least 2 Wandering Emperor. And then, let's see, Mind Spike maybe. So for a single black, target opponent reveals each non-creature, non-land card in their hand. You choose a card revealed this way. That player discards that card. You lose 2 life. If they didn't reveal a card this way, then you draw a card. So Mind Spike seems really good. We could probably go up to 3, and then it's another discard spell. Undercity Plunderer. So for 1 and a black, target opponent discards a card. Then they may discard an additional card. If they don't, conjure a duplicate of a random card from their library into your hand at perpetual gains. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast this spell. So let's add 2 of these. I think that's how I would fix this deck. I mean, it looks good like this. So if I decide to play Esper Midrange again, I think this is the way I will try playing it, because the last I guess the current iteration in this video had just too many creatures. You know, we had 4 of the Tenacious Underdog, 4 of the Graveyard Trespassers, and you really didn't need those. I thought I would, just because like Tenacious Underdog is good to discard to Liliana, but you don't always have to activate Liliana. Like, you don't always have to +1 or -2, or like sometimes she could just sit on the board, and that's fine. Especially when you have Tasha and Wandering Emperor doing their things as well to keep the opponent at bay. But yeah, this is how I would fix the deck for now if I were going to play Esper Midrange again, which I might, but maybe at a later date. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video.